are a great stepping stone to pursuing what you want to do in life. However, many people stumble upon this obstacle. I know I definitely have. And through experience and many research on the internet, I have learned the proper procedure to ensuring that I get the most out of my interview. With proper preparation and a little knowledge about interviews, you too will no longer fear interviews. A successful interview requires proper research of the company, appropriate presentation, and correct body languages. Let's first start off by talking about proper preparation before an interview. It is important to research about the company that you're interviewing for. So first, research about the background of the company. Knowing what the company represents lets the interviewer know that you're interested in the company itself and not just the money. According to Tom Moster, Director of Recruitment and Placement for Moster Legal Placement, not all companies are alike, and even when they are, employers prefer to believe they're different and special. In fact, many will ask you what you know about the company and the position for which you're interviewing. However, it's not enough to just show the interviewer that you're interested in working for their company. You must also impress them with your answers to their questions. So research some questions online. According to an online article from a government website called WorkSource, 70% of interviewers fail their job interviews because they did not properly research the type of questions that will be asked. However, don't memorize your answer. There isn't always a guarantee that the question that you research online will be the same as that question that the interviewer will ask you. And so, if you memorize your answers, you might blank out on a question that you didn't expect would be asked. All this research prepares you for the interview, which also builds confidence, and this is definitely going to reflect during the interview. So when you know about the company and have an idea about the types of questions that they might ask you, you feel a lot more prepared for the interview. So take, for example, someone who has never done any research on the company. He or she has no idea what the interview is going to be like or the types of questions that might be asked. This person's probably going to be very nervous. Do you think the interviewer would choose the more confident person who knows exactly what he or she is talking about? Or the nervous person who has no idea what he or she is saying? The former is logically the better answer. However, it's not enough to just research about the company you're interviewing for. You must also do all you can to make a good impression. An interviewer's first impression is always based on the interviewer's appearance. So wearing the appropriate attire is very important. Be conservatively dressed so that the attention is on your resume, your qualifications, and your responses to the questions. For women, skirts should be knee length or longer, and shirts should not be too low cut. And for men, a normal type of suit is fine. Heels for women should also not be too high. 3 inches is the good enough height. Any taller would look too flashy. Makeup should be kept at a minimum. A clean and a natural face is a must. And hair must be tamed. Tamed hair shows the interviewer that you care about the interview enough to make yourself look presentable. So here is an example of what you should look like during the interview. As you can see, her woman's shirt is not too revealing and her skirt is knee length. Both of the men and the woman's hair are tamed and the woman's makeup is very natural. So now that you have properly prepared for the interview, it's time to talk about what you must do during the interview. Many interviewers look at body languages when judging a person. So it is very important to give a confident handshake as the first physical contact with your interviewer. So make the handshake firm, but not bone crushing. A firm handshake lets the interviewer know that you are confident. Shake up and down no more than 3 or 4 times. Any more will make the person shaking your hand feel odd. And also, eye contact is also very important. But be sure not to make more eye contact than you would in a normal conversation. And if you interview with more than one person, make sure you speak several words to one person, then move on to the next person. Looking at an interview for too long can make the interviewer feel uncomfortable, and too much eye contact will become a stare. And lastly, smiling is extremely important. Smiling makes it seem like you're actually enjoying the interview, and it will also make the interviewer smile back at you, which in turn will make you feel better. However, do not force a smile or smile excessively. Forcing a smile will make you look awkward and seem fake, and smiling excessively will make the interviewer think that you are trying too hard. Also, this can come off as a little creepy. So now that you have learned of all the ways that you can perfect your interview, let's review what we just talked about. Many people think that the interview starts on the day of the interview appointment. However, in reality, it starts a day before the assigned date. And research about the company is done during this time. Appropriate presentation from head to toe are properly thought out. And although you may not know exactly what is going to go on during the interview, you can control your body language. Being educated about interviews can bring you one step closer to achieving what you want. to your path of success, but rather let it be a stepping stone to assist you in your journey. Thank you.